Hey guys, Dustin here, checking back in, week 2. I'm very excited and proud of everyone for your participation last week. The Teams app has almost, I think, 60 of us actively participating in that online app, which is amazing. I hope many of you found the workouts to be motivating, effective, and fun. So we're gonna go over week 2, and much like I did last week, I'm just gonna quickly brief them. In the email that you get, the attachment, you'll have short YouTube clips that better dive into the points of performance for all the movements. But let's get started here with day 1. Don't mind Tanner practicing American Ninja Warrior. Awesome. And the crying baby. So day 1, we have 3 sets. You're gonna do 9 push-up planks, 1 minute of a left elbow plank, 1 minute of a right elbow plank, 15 hollow rocks, back to your 1 minute planks on each side, and then 21 V-ups. So the push-up plank, you're gonna start in the push-up position here. 1 rep is gonna go down to one elbow, down to the other, back up to one hand, back up to the other hand. That's 1 rep. 2 reps. And I suggest alternating hands each time. So you'll complete 9 reps of the push-up plank. Then you're gonna do 1 minute of a left elbow plank. So on your left elbow, you wanna make sure that your hips are parallel to the ground. So we're not saggy hips here, and we're not piked way up high. We're nice and flat. And you're gonna go for 1 minute. And then you're gonna switch to the right side, and you're gonna go for 1 minute. After you complete 1 minute on each side, you have 15 hollow rocks. So the hollow rock, you're gonna be laying on your back. You're gonna lift your legs, and you're gonna kind of crunch your belly down or bring your ribs down toward your pelvis. What you wanna do is close that natural void in your lower back. Try to touch your lower back to the floor. So you're here, and you're kind of rocking back and forth. Each time you come up is 1 rep. 1, 2, 3, and so on, all the way to 15. Then you go back to both side planks, and then you're gonna finish with 21 V-ups. So back down to your back, sorry about that. The V-up, you're gonna bring both legs up, simultaneously bring your hands up, and touch your shins. If that one's difficult, you can just do 1 and alternate your leg, counting a rep for each time. After you finish 1 round, you're gonna rest for 2 minutes. So this would be really beneficial to have a running clock. If you do it on your phone, what I might better suggest is if you have your laptop, pull up just a stopwatch so that you can look at the running clock, rest exactly 2 minutes, and then go into round 2 or set number 2. Rest 2 minutes, and then finish with that 3rd set. Intermediate is going to be 9 normal push-ups, still the same planks, 1 minute, 10 hollow rocks rather than 15, back to your 1 minute planks, and then 15 V-ups rather than 21. So we're just scaling the volume here, but sticking to the 1 minute planks. The push-ups, rather than going down to your elbows, you're gonna go all the way down to your chest and thighs and press all the way up to full extension. Like the one above, you're gonna rest 2 minutes in between sets. Beginner, knee push-ups, 30-second planks on each side, 10 count L-sit, back to your 30-second plank, and then another 10 count L-sit. So the knee push-ups, you're gonna be down on your knees, go all the way down till your chest touches, go all the way up to full extension. So you're just taking away that full plank position and modifying by coming down to the knees. 30-second planks, and then the 10 count L-sit. You're gonna be sitting here, place your hands forward about parallel with your thighs, and you're gonna lift up for 10 seconds or a 10 count, and then back down. You're gonna repeat that twice in the round. like the intermediate, like the advanced, you're gonna rest 2 minutes in between sets. That's with the intention that each set, you're coming out with full intensity, you've recovered a little bit, so you're able to kind of work through this unbroken, so to speak, with minimal rest. Day 2, we have an AMRAP 15. AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible in 15 minutes. So like the previous day, it's gonna be really advantageous to have a running clock. Pull it up on your phone, pull it up on the computer, make sure the backlight is set where it's not gonna shut off on you. You're gonna be working for 15 minutes. This workout is 9 strict pull-ups, 15 hand release push-ups, 21 dumbbell or kettlebell swings. So the strict pull-up, I know a lot of us don't have this at home, so I'll go over the intermediate and the beginner, which won't require you to have a pull-up station. But if you do, full hang from the bar, you're gonna pull up till your chin gets clearly over and then back down. You're gonna do 9 of those. Intermediate calls for assisted pull-ups, so either with a band, where you hook one foot in the band, capture the band with your opposite leg, and this just helps with a little bit of weight assistance. Jumping pull-up. Again, if you have a pull-up bar, you can use a box or stack something up carefully where you're here. The bar's about mid forearm, and you're gonna jump, back down. I know some of you have TRX bands at home, so on like the door jam, so you could also do like ring rows and assist that way. Let's go back over here. After your 9 strict pull-ups, we have 15 hand release push-ups. So back to that plank position, you're gonna go all the way down. You're literally gonna lay on the ground, lift your hands momentarily, and press up. Back down, and press up. Make sure we maintain a nice rigid core and rigid body where your hips and your chest rise together, and we're not doing the worm push-up like that. And finally, 21 dumbbell or kettlebell swings. So if you have a kettlebell, you're gonna swing it 21 times. Anytime using external load, you wanna maintain a nice flat back, so we're not rounded in that bottom position. We're nice and flat, and then we're extending the knees and the hips aggressively, and then letting the arms take over. You can easily modify this with the same movement using a dumbbell, using a crying baby, or a trusty bag of Traeger pellets. Like so. So we talked about the assisted pull-ups, still hand release push-ups, and then just a little bit lighter weight on the intermediate. So instead of going with like a 50-pound dumbbell or 35, we're gonna go 40 or 25. Beginner requires no equipment, so you're gonna do knee push-ups. I showed you that at the beginning. You're gonna do bent over rows, so you can use really any household object. You can use these pellets, you can use a backpack. The bent over row, you're gonna push your hips way back, keep your back nice and flat. Arms are extended, and you're gonna pull this weight to your chest, and then back down. And then 21 glute bridges. So again, no equipment needed for this version. You're gonna lay on your back. You're gonna place your feet flat, right under your butt, and then you're gonna squeeze your butt and lift your hips up, and then back down. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you can point one foot up, and back down. And just make sure you switch about halfway through, or you can even alternate on every one. Again, guys, day 2, we're working for 15 minutes on a running clock, so you're accumulating as many rounds of this in that time domain. Obviously, the more work you get done in 15 minutes, the higher your intensity. So day three is awesome. It's one of my favorite workouts of the week because it's so simple, but it's so effective. It's 4 rounds for time. It's a 400-meter shuttle run. So you're gonna run approximately 100 meters 4 times. Down, back, down, back. 400 meters is 1 lap around the track. It's a 1/4 mile. It should be about 2 minutes at a moderate pace. So if you haven't measured it out, just run moderate for about 2 minutes and make it a shuttle run. 50 reps air squats. So when you come back in from your run, you're gonna stand right over here. I'm using a ball to show you the proper depth of the air squat. Again, we want the hip crease just below the top of the knee. Over here, and we stand. Remember, we keep the weight back in the heels, we keep the chest nice and tall, and we stand. Very effective workout. On day 3, intermediate, we're just modifying by scaling some of the reps. So rather than 50 reps air squats every time, it's 35 reps air squats. So the run I mentioned should take you about 2 minutes, regardless of what version you're doing. The air squats should take you about 2 minutes. So every workout has an intention. And I'm sure that many people could do 50 air squats each time, but if it's at the cost of resting 4 or 5 times throughout, then we're missing the intention of the workout. So that's where I want you to scale down to either 35 air squats each round or 25 reps air squats each round. If we happen to have bad weather, running's not an option, you can't run due to an injury or something like that, we can substitute with about 2 minutes of mountain climbers. We did mountain climbers last week, so you can refer to that video. Day 4 is our rest day, our recovery day. It doesn't have to be the 4th day. If you're still doing some workouts from last week, what I suggest is that 4th day of working out should be a rest day. And again, that's to optimize our recovery and intensity. If you're not taking rest days and you're working out 12 days in a row, your intensity is suffering and you're also increasing the chances of injury and fatigue. So definitely want to rest. That can be stretching, yoga, walk, a light jog or a light hike, get out with the family, take the dog for a walk. Focus on your nutrition, so plan ahead. Maybe go grocery shopping, either literally meal prep or just kind of plan mentally in your head what your nutrition is going to look like. Keep hydrated, keep on that water intake, and start thinking about adding protein and veggies to your daily nutrition. I can also do a short video clip if you guys would be interested in specific nutrition. But let's just focus on adding good things rather than taking away a lot at this point. Day 5, coming back, we're nice and energized, we're ready to hit this workout with full intensity. Again, we're doing an AMRAP of 6 minutes this time. It's 2 6-minute workouts separated by a 2-minute rest. So again, that running clock on your phone, on your laptop is going to be very advantageous. So the first 6-minute AMRAP is 50-pound dumbbell lunge and 20 double unders after each set. So the rep scheme, you're going to do 2 lunges, then 20 double unders. 4 lunges, 20 double unders. 6 lunges, 20 double unders, and so on. You're going to keep increasing your reps by 2 for the total of 6 minutes before your 2-minute rest. So the dumbbell lunge. We did lunges last week, so you're going to step out, 90-degree angle in front, 90 in back, stand up to full extension. That would be 1, that would be 2. You're going to set the dumbbell down, come over to your rope, 20 double unders, 2 passes for every jump. If you don't have double unders, then we go to single unders, and we just double the reps, so 40 single unders. This is a good example where you could even use like a gallon of water. A gallon of water is approximately 8 pounds. You could use that for your weight if you're at home and you don't have equipment. After you rest 2 minutes, you go into another 6-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible of the same weight that you're using in part 1. You're doing the alternating dumbbell snatch. So we're focusing on consistency here. We had dumbbell snatch last week, so I want you guys to think about building that consistency and that proper movement. So you're gonna be here, bend over, nice flat back, jump up, bring that weight overhead. Alternate, jump up, bring that weight overhead. Intermediate, we're just taking off a little bit of weight. So rather than 50 pounds, or rather than a little bit heavier, go a little bit lighter. Dumbbell lunge, same thing, we're holding it in one hand, maybe alternating. Once we get to like 6s, you're gonna do 3 with one hand, and then maybe switch hands, 3 with the other. Some people have mentioned that they have some knee pain, maybe previous surgery or injury. Sometimes box step ups are easier on the knee rather than stepping out and dropping your knee. So that's an option too. If you have a box, if you have a bench, you can step up, or even a stair on a staircase. All right, so then we have the dumbbell snatches again, and we're doubling the jump rope with single unders in the intermediate level. Beginner level, same thing, 6-minute AMRAP. We're doing body weight lunges, so no external load. We're just stepping out, standing up, stepping out, standing up. Once again, the step ups are an option. 20 jumping jacks. So again, no equipment needed. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 20. You're alternating, you're increasing your reps for the entirety of 6 minutes. Then you rest 2 minutes. Your second 6-minute AMRAP, you're gonna do an object, ground to overhead. So object could be the backpack, it could be the pellets, it could be laundry detergent, a case of water. You're down here, you're going up overhead. And then you're doing 20 jumping jacks again. You're getting as many rounds as you can in 6 minutes. All right, we got crying babies, we got American Ninja Warriors, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Please keep the questions coming, keep the energy high. The more participation that we get in this, the better off we'll be. Stay healthy, and I'll check you guys later this week. Thank you.